Thursday the 18th of May. It looks like it's going to be a really nice day. There's no clouds around here, so I'm going to head towards the Pyrenees and hopefully I can get some photos of the high mountains with snow on them. That's my plan anyway. Got to pack lunch and I'm heading south. Well, I will be in a minute. I'm south of Limoux now, and from here on the valley gets gradually narrower and steeper. My first gorge of the day. Gorge is one way, but traffic lights to get into it. I don't know what the roadworks are, but we've been sitting here nearly half an hour, so I imagine they're doing something which blocks the road, and it looks like they are. Yes, looks like there's one just ahead doing just that. That excitement over. I don't know if the camera picked it up, but that's a castle on top of the hill there. I don't know where that is. Remote. Is the Chateau of Usson. I'm not really supposed to be up here. It says no entry, but it's so quiet at the moment. 86 metres high. And the landscape's opening out a little bit for a while. Asphalt to the right. I think the road goes round, so you can see it. And there's the castle up there on the left. And still we climb. It's 1200 metres up. The road's climbing again and we're into hairpin country. If those are famous cyclists, getting some good training. This road is seeing some serious attention. Maybe the Tour de France is coming over here in July. I know it's going through Quillon because it said when I was in there, I think it was Quillon. And maybe that's why those riders are practicing. Maybe it's a reconnaissance of the stage. The wind has got very strong up here. It's a westerly wind, I think. 1400 metres up, and you can see some snow on the distance. The scenery is very different from where I left this morning. Up there, but I'm not sure that might actually still be in use because the French army train around here, so that might actually be a real one or a current one. I think this is just a parking. I'm not intending to go round it, but just have a look here. Ah. This is my picnic spot, just outside the walls of Mont-Louis fortress, and the Pyrenees there, and the distance of the high Pyrenees. In England, somewhere like this would have safety barriers, there'd be no entry signs. Here you can just sort of drive wherever you want. So across the walls of Mont-Louis, the fortress here, and I'm just about to continue my journey east. And you can see plenty of camper vans beside. This is a good stop for overnight. I've never been in Mont-Louis. I must visit when I got more time and go into it sometime. Anyway, now I'm heading east before heading back north again. Andorra's on the sign, but I won't be going there. Similarly, I'm going to go round Libya, which is a small part of Spain inside France. But I'll be avoiding that because of all the restrictions. This area is called the Cerdagne. It's the sunniest part of all of France. They have solar ovens here and other research to do with the sun. But it's not the warmest, but it is the sunniest. By a strange quirk of history, France is ahead of me, France is on the left, France is behind, but Spain is off to the right, which is north. It's a little teeny weeny bit of Spain called Libya, which is completely surrounded by France. So effectively today I'm driving all the way around the outside of Spain. Well, a little bit of it anyway. Here we are in and a little while ago we passed E-double-R. I've dropped to 1200 metres, but now I'm going to start climbing again, I think, to get back over a col to head north towards Carcassonne, up to 1300 metres again. And I can't see a way through, so I think the road must go up and over that rather big mountain up there. This is the junction. I can go up and over the col, which is what I'm doing. The other way is a tunnel that goes under this péage. So I'm only 50k now from Andorra. That looked like another ex-pro, maybe one who lives in Andorra. Not an ex-pro, a young pro, I mean, sorry. That young gentleman. That cyclist has overtaken me. I've stopped, but the speed he must be going up that hill is well, it's very impressive. He's not in the big rig, or that would have been mind-blowing. There we are. The Col is over. I think that's possibly the last I see of that set of mountains, because we're going around the Col, which is the other way. I think it's up to my right now. 1800 metres up, and there's still not much snow around. It looked from a distance like there was a lot of snow, but maybe it was a different part of the Pyrenees. I'm 1900 metres up now, and I'm sure I must be getting close to the top of the col. Well, that was the Col de Paymorens, just a whisker over 1900 metres. Looks like it's all downhill from now. Get the other side of the traffic light so I can see when it's going my way. And it's not, so I'll wait. I've dropped to just a whisker over 1,000 metres. And it's funny how it feels a lot different. Feels like you're almost back down at sea level once you've been as high as nearly 2,000 metres. This is Ax-les-Thermes, which must have been, well, was a baths, a healing centre with its casinos and everything. And now I'm heading off that main road towards Quillon. So it's slightly quieter road. I don't know if I'm going up to any of these cols, I doubt it, but we'll see. Well, it looks like I am going over a col, because I'm back in the hairpins and climbing. Turn off and let these cars go past. Well, I'm still climbing, just about 1,100 metres again. I think this col is 1,400 and something metres, so I'm not far from the top. Well, say that, 300 metres climbing still. Nearly 1,300 metres, and still climbing, and still lots of hairpins. I don't think I've even heard of the col, this one, Chioula or Chioula or something. But nevertheless, it's 1,500 metres and it's quite a stiff climb. Beautiful though. 1431, Col de Chioula. So it should be downhill now on, from now on. Another col. Col of the Seven Brothers, 1253. But I'm sure now we must be heading downhill, I should think. The landscape in this section is absolutely gorgeous. I think it's quite difficult to pick up, but it's all opened up, except there are still mountains. We're still 650 metres up. But the valleys here, wide open, absolutely gorgeous. But I'll see if I'm able to stop and take some footage or photos of it. There's lots of trees, but it is lovely. More evidence that the Tour de France is coming here later this year, 6 weeks or something? Maybe 7 weeks, but not far away. On the 10th of July. There's no leaves on these ones. They've been severely pollarded, but they've not started to sprout yet. This is Limoux, and I've hit it in rush hour. It's 5 to 5. So I've left Limoux behind, and looking back into the Pyrenees, it looks like the clouds have come down. them at all now, and this morning they were clear to see. I'm now just turned off the main D118 and working my way across country back to Arquette. Small castle hidden in this little valley called the Mas en Cours. That is a tiny settlement there, just a few houses now. It is quite a secret little valley. Very nice. Here's someone prepared for curfew. They've got a tent. They're camping up here.